Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Hi guys, it's Tammy Brown here. I'm one of the directors.
I'm Sandra Gray. I'm also one of the directors, and you guys are joining us for virtual training.
We're going to start with groups versus events. I know a lot of our team was trained under events, but there is a big difference with groups versus events. When you go to add people, you add them directly to a group. When it's an event, you invite them and they have to accept or get out. If you are doing a group and you just add them or have your host add them, they have a way of getting out of it or changing their notifications. So that's one thing that's different. By using a group versus an event, also, you can, in an event, after it's been closed and done and over with, maybe 10% of your people in that event will see you post a week or a month down the road. In a group, they'll see it forever. So that's actually great advertisement for future use. Everyone sees all your posts in group versus an event. We ask our host to turn around and post more posts because they're friends with those people and the guests see more of the host post. So there's a positive on the groups on our posting. In an event, you cannot pin anything to the top, but it does stay in chronological order. In a group, you can pin to the top. So you can put a poll up there, or you can turn around and put when the party starts, here's the link, order link. You can pin all that to the top, or you can switch your pins throughout the party. Okay, at the end of your party, if you're in a group, you can actually see which are your most popular posts because the most popular posts pop up to the top every time somebody comments. So you can use that to your advantage when you're making your next template for your parties. You can take your 5 most popular posts out of your last so many parties and you can make sure to use those instead. Whether you're making a group or an event for your Facebook parties, make sure that they are both private. No matter how you're doing it, don't do it public. If you're doing it in public, it's going to flood the host, all of her news feed, and it's going to flood your news feed and you will start to lose friends very quickly. You still have your choice having the host private message, whether you're in a group or an event, and asking people to join, or you can just add them in. That's mainly what I've got for groups versus events. Now I'm going to let Sandra take over the next part.
All right, so I'm going to talk about different types of posts that you can post in your groups or your events. Pampered Chef has so much to offer us and help us as virtual and non-virtual consultants. Once you complete the in-home training and virtual training, you'll have access to the party packs. So I just want to do a quick screen share and show you guys where you can get your party packs from. And so, all right, so can you see my screen, Tammy?
Yes.
Okay, so here you guys, you are on the main screen whenever you log into your Pampered Chef page of Consultants Corner. Over here on the left, you see where it says Marketing Images. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to take us right away into our marketing imagery. If you scroll down, you see, as you see right here, party packs and themes. In order to get access to these, you have to complete the experience training. So make sure you get with your director or your upline to get started on your experience training so you can get access to these party packs. So you click on it and you go in here, and Pampered Chef has so much to offer us as my computer is loading up slowly. And once it pops up, the images that are in here will show you how to do host coaching. It has many posts where you could set up your own templates if you want to use the post in here. So now we've got it pulled up. So here's your host coaching. You got your post library. You got your training. Just go in here and play around with it. It has so much information for you. And you scroll down, and here are some theme packs. This is one right now that everybody is using, and it is the best summer ever. and I'm so excited. I have not had a chance to go through this, but this is one way you can go in and see the posts and go through them. So here's your party time post. Sorry, guys. Real life working from home with little ones. Here you go, sweet pea. So when you go in here, it gives you ideas on how to set up. So you've got posts already put together, images for you. So this is really exciting. And there's several different themes you guys can go through. This one here is just the best summer ever. So there you go. And so you could go through that. Now, many other ways that you guys, let me go in here and see if we can stop screen sharing. All right, there we go. Other ways that you can locate images in so many different ways. The first way I would recommend is through the virtual party packs. I mean, Pampered Chef has given us something to use. Go ahead and use it. You can also find them in several Pampered Chef consultant-only groups. Ask your upline for more information on how to get added to those groups. You can also find them by a Facebook search, Yahoo, or Google search, or even by creating your own images. You could create your own images by using free sites such as PicMonkey, Pixlr, or PicCollage, and even ask your upline if there's some different ones that they use. If you find an image and it's not your own, please make sure you at least go in and edit the photo, even by adding a simple border to it. All right, Tammy, it's your turn.
I wanted to add to that real quick. I just thought about something. You can also get posts and pictures by going to Pampered Chef's Facebook page. They have a lot of great stuff there, and you can share their videos and things too, or the Pampered Chef blog. So that's another two that you can do. The next thing I want to explain to you guys is it's very important to get your host involved. I know this goes with host coaching, but I'm not going into that today because we've already done a training on that. But whether your hosts are involved or not, that's going to be one of the things that will make or break your party. So just a few ways to get your host involved. She needs to personally, or he needs to personally know what their host rewards are. There's plenty of times I explain to them, I show them the back of the book, and I still get asked, what are my host rewards, where I'm at? I just reached $500. What are my host rewards? What do I get? So keep them involved. Every time they hit the next host level, let them know what they get extra. Let them know what they're working for and how close they are to the next host level. Make sure to get them excited. If you're excited, it'll help them get excited. So when you're chatting with them on the phone, Facebook Messenger, through text, keep them excited. Keep their wish list handy so you can talk to them about that or remind them about it. Also, a lot of times I have them give me 5 things off their wish list, and I get pictures for them and let them post them in their parties explaining why they're on their wish list, why they're excited to get them, why it'll make their life easier. Also, make sure your hosts stay involved by posting, comments. I even have some hosts that'll do videos in their parties. So keep them involved. Like I said, the more involved they are, the more excited they are, the more their guests are going to be too. Just don't host coach with them. Get personal. Be personal. Try to be their friend. Build a relationship with them. Scroll over to their page the week before their party if you want and see what's going on in their life. Know what's going on. Be friends. The other one thing I wanted to tell you guys about is when I first started, I would do the thank yous for an order. I do not do those anymore, and I do not use the generic thank you wrote across it. I have my host post every thank you for the order. I give them a recipe or I give them a product picture, and they use that. So we're actually giving more value with that thank you by giving a recipe or product picture or a kitchen tip. And then after they post the thank you, I come back in and just say thank you underneath that post. Another thing that really helps me getting my host involved and keeping everybody excited in the party is I have different posts that show the level for rewards that our host is at. So as soon as she's close to reaching the 200, I might post one of those. When she hits 200, I congratulate her, thank everybody that's ordered, and just say she's 1 or 2 away from her orders away from her next level. So I keep posting those, and that seems to keep the party going pretty good too. Back to Sandra again.
That's awesome, Tammy. And another thing that goes and correlate is not only do you want to keep your host involved, but you also want to keep your guest involved too. So it's crucial and very important for you to interact in your parties. Think about it. Would you be a wallflower at a cooking show? I'm not saying you have to be on Facebook all day throughout the day in your parties. So I would say get on like maybe early in the morning, on your lunch break, or even late at night. Go into your notification and start answering any and all questions that guests may have. When you are posting games, go in and tell them, oh, the answer is too high or too low, or try it again. Or be like, can you believe it's actually even higher than what you just guessed? Get them excited, wanting to continue to guess. But my number one thing is whenever you are doing games, set rules. One guess per 30 minutes, because you may have that one guest who really wants to win and they're going to guess every 5 seconds, and then nobody else gets to play, and it's kind of no fun. So I do recommend make sure you set rules in doing that. So you could find games also. We go back to the virtual party packs, your Facebook Pampered Chef groups that we talked about earlier. In your post, make sure you're asking questions to get them more engaged. Example, when you post on, let's say, the double burner grill, say, what would you cook on this? When someone responds like hamburgers, say, oh, do you have a yummy recipe you'll be willing to share with us? Or in the post, post about whenever you're posting about yourself and you're talking about, oh, I like to go hiking or do this, this, and this with my family. At the end of the post, ask, what is your favorite hobby to do? So get them involved and interacting throughout the party. All right, Tammy.
To add to that, something I use as a tip is I always do at least one game that the only way they can win or earn prizes or anything from it is that they have to private message me through Facebook. That is one way for me to stay out of Facebook jail. So if I'm not friends with Sandra and she's she's in the party from Karen, when I get a private message her and ask her a question or see if her order is correct or she wants to add anything or do a booking, the more people I do that with, the more it throws up a red flag to Facebook. So by having Sandra comment sometime throughout the party, she has to private message me to win a game. She started that conversation. That doesn't throw up red flags when I message her back. So that's one thing I just wanted to throw in there. The next thing I'm going to work on is how to run a party. You're looking at it, the best way I can tell you is I was in the pilot program for these party packs that you guys we're using now. And the best way to think about it is you're trying to entertain them and you're trying to build a story. Think of it like a TV show. Have you ever watched a cooking show? Or have you ever watched a regular TV show? There's always a start, middle, and an end. And it kind of tells you where you're going, especially with cooking shows. Like it's Valentine's Day and we're going to start with our d'oeuvres, or appetizers, or we're going to start with our drinks, and you're going to follow through. So always make sure there's a story behind your party. Have a beginning to it, which is the pre-party, what they should expect, what we expect from our guests, how they earn prizes. Like I personally do every $200 in guest sales, I give away another grand prize drawing. I explain a little bit about our company. So not everybody is familiar with Pampered Chef. They don't know about our great products and they don't know about our 30-day guarantee that no questions asked. If you don't like it, send it back, replace it with something else or get your money back. We want to let them know that. You want to introduce yourself because you want to make sure they see there's a person behind this party in this post. Not just automatic posting and they have no clue who you are. The more they see there's a person there, the more they feel in touch with you and they'll want to buy, they'll want to book, they won't want to cancel the parties as often on you. Explain your why, that's another good one. Also put the host goals out there. You know, is your host looking at a $400 party? Is your host goal $600 party? Put the host goal out there. Do that during the pre-party. Let them know what they want. And if your host doesn't have a goal, make a goal for her. It's not going to hurt you. I've always done that since day one. I've made a goal for her. We're always looking for at least a $600 party. And let them know that credit cards aren't going to be charged till the end. This is something I do try to emphasize a few times throughout my parties because not everybody's going to see that. They're going to think the cards are charged. And if you're doing an early bird drawing or an early bird game or something in your parties, make sure they know about that and how they're going to get that. In the middle of the party, make sure you're doing an engagement post. Make sure you're sharing recipes. Make sure with your recipes that you're sharing that you're using our power tools. There's a reason why Pampered Chef has our power tools. Not every guest in the party can afford a power tool. So if they get their eye on that power tool and they love that power tool and they want that in their kitchen, they're going to book from you. So we want bookings too. Make sure to show everyday tools and how they make your life easier. You can ask questions like Sandra said before, get them involved. This all kind of goes with what Sandra is saying. Make comments, stay engaged with them, build relationships even with your guests. Make sure I do games. I do games almost every night in my party. That's just something I like doing. So, but that's up to you. Some people only do 1 or 2 games during the party, but I don't do games where they win something. They always get tickets into the grand prize drawing. Make sure to do recruiting posts. Don't feel pushy. If anybody in this business ever felt they were being pushy, it was me. You can ask Diana. I told her that for the first almost a year. I don't want to do recruiting posts. I don't want to talk to them about it because I'm feeling pushy. Okay, if you work down at Target or you were a waitress and everybody's done eating, would you feel pushy if you asked them if they wanted an after dinner drink or if they wanted dessert? No, that's part of your job, people. So don't feel pushy. We need to show recruiting posts. We need to show the opportunity. Make sure to have booking posts. Put some tips in there. The ladder to the host rewards. I've already explained that one. Make sure to plug your VIP group, your business page, our opportunity events, your Google Forms. Put those in there. I try to at least once a day put a virtual catalog somewhere in one of my posts because you don't know how many times people are going to say, where can I see a catalog at? I always try to put in the order date. They have to order by midnight by a certain date. Put in this month's specials so they see what they can get as a guest with the guest gift or what they can get if they book a party this month also and what your host is working for. Plus put in next month's specials. Do videos, do lives, step outside of your comfort zone. These people actually want to see you and know about you. And, you know, you wouldn't do a cooking show and not talk to them about yourself. You have to show them there's a real person there. And now at the end of the parties, make sure you do something that's like, thank you for coming. Make them feel appreciative. Always thank your host, because if you do not have host, you do not have a business. Let them know that you're going to be confirming orders and how you're going to be confirming orders. Let them know that their cards have not been charged yet, but they will be as soon as you submit the party. I always come back and let them know when the party has been submitted. I do not announce any winners until after the party's been submitted. I do not announce what they've won, but that's totally up to you. I always thank everybody for bookings because you want them, you know, feel special. Let's make our guests and our hosts feel special. Another thing I'm going to start putting into mine is I'm going to have my host, actually I'm going to have something wrote up and let them change the wording if they want, but I'm going to put how easy it was for that host to hold this party. It didn't take but 3 to 5 minutes a day to do anything. I showed her what to do. I gave her the pictures. I even gave her wording. Let her turn around and show that. So if she has somebody on the fence thinking about hosting a party, that might push them over. And if you're in a group, you can always archive it or you can leave it alone and just keep it an open group. And after the orders have been submitted, like I'm saying, only parties and groups, because in events, you're looking at 10 to 20% of the people might see the post after the event has ended. But in a group, you can actually go in there and tell them when their product's been shipped out, when it, you know, it should have arrived at your doorstep. You can ask questions. You can get them excited a second time in that group if you're doing your parties there. That's it for that part of it. So back to Sandra again.
And I kind of wanted to touch on, as she was saying, about live videos. Let me tell you guys something real quick about live videos. When I first joined Pampered Chef was when they were starting to do more live videos. I was like, I'm not going live. You see this hot mess? I got 4 kids. I'm not doing this. So I started to go live. All you would see were my hands and my arms. That's it. You would not see all this loveliness you see now. So it just took me a little bit of time to get over it, get out of my comfort zone. I mean, when I go to Walmart, do I put a bag over my head and walk around and go grocery shopping? No. So get out of your comfort zone, go live. I promise you, you will get comfortable doing it. And before you know it, you're not even going to really thinking about, oh, how do I look? There's been countless times I've gone live with no makeup, my hair not done. Because, you know, you're you. You want to be real. You don't want to seem fake and like that robot behind the monitor. So do go live. Me personally, I go live at least 3 times. My first live video, I'm introducing myself. Even though I have a post introducing myself, I go live. And I let them know there's going to be games, interact, there's going to be grand prize drawing, and I do mention your cards are not going to be charged until such and such date. And then the other couple of times I'll go live in my kitchen when I'm making lunch for my kids or breakfast, pancake shaker bottle, I'm showing it off, making tuna salad in the manual food processor. It's super easy to just, you're already using it, go live and do it. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to add that little bit of information in there for the parties. The Google survey, Tammy had touched on it just for a quick second. She had mentioned it, and some of you are probably like, well, what's Google survey? First thing I want to tell you is get with your upline so they can share the video with you on how to set up a Google survey. Now, when I'm wrapping up my party, I want to say around day 7 is normally when I post a link to my Google survey that I've already got set up. I tell them whoever fills out this survey is going to get 100 or however many extra entries into the grand prize drawing that I'm going to do at the end of my party. In the Google survey, and I meant to have it pulled up, but I wanted to go in and show you guys it. But in the Google survey, I have it to where they put in their name, they fill out their information, who invited them, which party they were attending, who was the host, and then I'll have it set up to where I'll ask them a question. Are you interested in booking a party? Are you interested in learning more about the business? Are you interested in receiving emails from me? Along the lines like that in the Google survey. Now, having a Google survey, it is important because you never know if they saw all your posts about hosting a party, or if they just even happened to forgot about it and meant to comment on it and didn't do it. And in the Google survey, I have it required for them to answer the question, yes, no, maybe, on in the post. So they have to answer it in order to close out the survey. So that's crucial where you click as it's required. When they fill out the survey, I'll have them where they have to answer the question, what if someone has a product question? And they didn't want to ask in the group and they're like, oh, you know, I have something that's twisty and it chops up meat. Do you guys still happen to see that? Well, you may have posted it a couple of times in the group, but they may have, you know, saw it and didn't have a chance to ask. So it's crucial to have the Google survey because it's a way for you to go back and touch bases with your customers afterwards. So it's just a great way for you to respond to them on a one-on-one connection. Plus, you get their contact information too. So say, you know, they do want to receive emails and they didn't at the moment have time to place or have the money to place an order, or they don't have time currently at the second to do a party, but they do want to start receiving emails from you. And if they're getting the emails from you and they see an email coming, oh my goodness, it's double rewards. Now I need to make room to have this party. So they're getting those connection emails from you too. So I feel it's very crucial to get a Google survey set up. So like I said, get with your upline to see the video on how to set up a Google survey and find out what questions they ask their customers in their Google surveys. Tammy, did you want to add anything to that? Or is that...
I love that. I do suggest that you should probably switch your questions around whether it's once, twice a year or something. You can switch them around. Don't make it be the same exact survey. I'm thinking about actually adding a survey in from the beginning too, to find out if they're newbies to Pampered Chef or anything like that. Just have a different survey going. Use the Google surveys to your advantage, guys.
And you can make them your own. You can put images in there, make them look really nice. You don't want to make it seem like it's a test, so you can make it still seem a lot of fun. And maybe in the post, when you post, once you fill this out, comment below done that you did it, and you get an extra 5 or 10 more tickets for commenting done. So you're getting them more involved and interactive.
Now, the last thing I want to touch on is building a customer base. How very important. I cannot stress how important this is. You'll hear from your director and your upline and other directors how very important it is for recruiting. Well, so is building a customer base. Very important. I'm just going to throw out a scenario. I only have 10 friends. Sandra's one of them. She books a party from me and she only invites 10 friends. Well, if I'm not building a customer base, when I'm done with Sandra's party, I only have 9 more people I get to work with. That's it. Well, when I ran through those 9 more people, if I've only booked a couple parties off each one, I'm running out of people. I'm losing my business. Customer bases are very, very important. If I'm building a customer base, when I have Sandra host a party with me and she invites 10 friends, if I either friend request them because I have a public personal page, if you don't want to do that, there's other options too. If I get them to like my VIP or like my business page, I've got an opportunity to reach and touch base with them there. If I get them to join my VIP group, I have another opportunity there. So when I lost Sandra as that host because she's already closed out her party, I've just got 10 more people I can work with. So just remember, you want to build a customer base no matter how you do it. If you're a personal person that says, oh, no, I'm not opening up my Facebook page, it's got to stay private, that's your choice. If you are one that's not like that, there's always a way you can make it public, and then the post you make, you can set private if it's something you don't want people to see. But now here's a few ideas about building a customer base. Number 1, you need a VIP group. Plain out and simple. You really need that because, go back to Sandra, she had 10 friends. If I get all 10 of her friends to join my VIP group, my VIP group is like commercials I'm putting out there daily, weekly, monthly, showing the host rewards, letting them learn new recipes, whatever. So the VIP group is very important. If you do not have that, touch base with your director. You need a VIP group and get that up and going. Now that I'm doing parties and groups instead of events, I am not friend requesting everybody in the event like I used to. In groups, what I'm doing is going to the active people. So if I have my top 3 posts and I had a lot of interactions, I'm friend requesting those people. If they don't want to be your friend, they're not going to accept it. So don't worry about it. You're not being pushy. Now you have your business page. I know a lot of directors and consultants do not run off their business page. I love my business page. That to me is like a business card. That is a way for me to hand my business card to Sandra and her other 10 friends that didn't come. Well, when I post something on my business page and Sandra sees it, I have more luck for her other 10 friends to see that business page. So you get likes, followers, you can run contests on there. I keep my business page more professional. I use a lot more things that I get off of the Pampered Chef Facebook page on that one. I don't do it as personal versus your VIP group should be more personal. Let people see you. Your business page is for everybody and anybody to find you. So say somebody moved into the neighborhood and they're looking for a Pampered Chef consultant and they don't jump on pamperedchef.com and find it. They decide to search on Facebook. Well, if there's 3 other consultants in the area and me, and I'm the only one with a business page, I'm going to pop up. The other consultants won't. So remember to have a business page if you're wanting to take on that chunk of your business and work it. It will help you out in the long run. Another way to do that is YouTube channel. Do your videos, upload them to your YouTube channel. When you're posting in your group or your event, use that YouTube link. A YouTube channel can get you even another way of doing, say, commercials to let people join in and follow you and find you on it. There's plenty of other ways you could do it. You could go with other media platforms. I'm not branching out into too many of them right now. I suggest that you work your Facebook first, get your Facebook down to where you want it and it's easy, and then branch out into something new. I hope we've answered all your questions. Sandra, you got anything you want to add to it before we say goodbye?
No, I love the idea of the business page. I have a VIP group, so that is something I'm definitely going to do myself. So I just want you all to go out, have fun in your parties. Do not hide behind the computer. You're not going to show up at Susie's house and say, here's your food, and then just stand in her closet while everybody cooks. So you guys go out, kick butt, and have a wonderful time. And if you have any questions, get with your upline, your directors. Bye, everybody.